Hello, everyone, and welcome to Off the Cuff, where the headlines come to life. And today, my guest is Mike Batayeh. And yes, you know him best from Breaking Bad and Detroit Unleaded, which was filmed here in Metro Detroit. He is a comedy star. He is a movie star. He's an actor. And, of course, he's a comedian. Absolutely. Hey.
It's a low-budget show, so I think they just have one camera. Oh, wait, you have another camera? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know how. I'm from Hollywood. I didn't know. Anyways, go ahead. See, you're Siham again?
Is
that your name?
This is Off the Cuff.
Your name is?
My name is Siham.
Siham?
You know my name, Mike.
Okay, no, this is not for me. It's for Homeland Security purposes. It's Siham.
There
okay,
you
let me
go.
just text my friends.
Okay, sounds good. Just let me know when you're done.
Okay, and what's your stage name? Baba and the Ganoush's or the
Cinnamon buns.
Okay, got it. Cinnamon buns. Oh my God! This is a family show of cinnamon buns. Ladies and gentlemen, she told me, don't get provocative on my show. And look, cinnamon buns. I was keeping it clean, just for the record. My voice is gone, and I came here for her. She didn't even pay. She didn't even cook me food. She promised to cook me dinner, and she flaked.
I promised you hummus.
That's your wonderful talk show
hummus.
host.
You'll get hummus.
Detroit?
I promised you.
Is this Detroit or Dearborn? Who's seeing this?
Everybody.
Everybody, like all 12 people are watching in Dearborn?
No. All 15.
All Michigan? Is it all Michigan or just
people.
Dearborn? Wait a minute. I need to know. Is this
We're
local?
Dearborn and Dearborn Heights and a few other cities are watching us.
And you can see it on what, too? Just on...
Yeah, you can see it
on
YouTube. You can see it on Comcast.
I'm on YouTube right now. Oh, I'm famous. All right.
All right, Mike. Let's talk. Obviously, you're one of the best comedians I've ever seen.
Thank you so much.
And you are very funny.
Thank you.
And I've enjoyed working with you quite a bit too. You've done Images and Perceptions a couple of times here and in Chicago.
Twice here.
Twice here and once in Chicago.
Can I tell the story about the FBI?
Go for
it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they know about your
Images and Perceptions Diversity Conference.
So the first time I did it here, they had tables, everybody has a thing, and different organizations has their place cards, right?
Right.
They have their place cards, right?
Absolutely.
For the record. Now, one of you guys came up to me, I don't know who it was, they said, oh, by the way, the FBI is here too, they're represented. They don't want to be recognized. So, I go, where are they? I go, she goes, what? You said I can't say. I go, okay. I get up on stage. I'm starting to perform. I just razz, and I see a table like this. No place card. No place. Which camera's on me? I need them to see. Is this the camera?
That's the camera.
No place card.
Here.
They're all like this. They're sticking out like a sore thumb, first of all, and they're supposed to be incognito, and they're FBI. So I said, guys, I tell the story like I was told not to bring up the FBI. They don't want to be recognized, but I just gotta say, as an Arab, I gotta say that I know we're being red flagged. This whole spot, even though it's not Middle Eastern, there's Latino I know how to spot. I know how to spot things. When I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, can we all guess together, ladies and gentlemen, which table the FBI is sitting at? And the whole crowd went crazy, right? And the FBI they raise their hand. I'm like, idiots, I know. That's my point. If you're going to be incognito, put a fake organization, you momos. But FBI, I love you. It was a joke. Don't arrest me. Those guys laughed. It was hilarious. And then I said, Siham, after that, she goes, tell us. I go, you know what? Anytime we do this event anywhere, I'm there because of that night. That was just the best moment. Personally, wasn't that a great moment?
That was a great moment.
And I stuck it to the FBI. Who can do that?
They enjoyed it and they learned a lot.
Thank you for that. It was a good moment for me.
It was a good moment.
That's why I keep doing it.
Okay.
I never talked about that in public. That was hilarious.
Now you did. Now you did.
I feel so good to tell the public.
It's out of your
system. I'm famous now. They can't arrest me, right?
Mike,
suckers, yes.
Absolutely. You've really had an amazing career.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Breaking Bad is like really a huge break.
That was a showbiz pun. See, she is a comedian.
Talk to us about how you ended up in Breaking Bad. A few seasons as well.
Yeah, I was actually a lot of shows I've done. I think I was guest star, and then they just invite you back. The writers see something and say if it hasn't been developed. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Remember that show Sleeper Cell I used to be on?
Mm-hmm.
That was only supposed to be 1 or 2 episodes. It turned into reoccurring. And then, and I created the character. I called it Z to D. You know, like the producers, Ethan and Cy, and Michael Ealy was on the show. just great people. And ever since that show, actually, it was supposed to be picked up for a third season. Renegotiations happened. I'm getting the word that, hey, maybe Z did it, hey, blah, 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 inside Hollywood info. Let's just say I was prime. It just happens. It's not anybody's fault. Money, renegotiations, things behind the scenes that you guys are not privy to, things happen.
Sure.
So, but my stupid mind, you know, I'm 35, I'm like, I was writing checks, I didn't, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get a jacuzzi, filled it with hummus and swim around in it. Like, I already had the money spent. Because I grew up in Southwest Detroit.
Sure.
Had nothing, you know what I mean? Like, my father provided, but that's, you know, I have the rapper mentality. Like, we buy the stuff before we buy stocks, you know? But I learned my lesson, and I never had to look back. I never really had an agent. It's because of that show in particular, the industry started knowing me, and I started getting people. I'm at the top of the food chain, thank God, but it's not me, it's God. Honestly, I never even wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be Bugs Bunny and a comic. I wanted to be Mel Blanc. Acting just happened because it's comedy troupe, and one thing leads to another, and I love acting now. It opens so many doors. Like, my next projects literally are Harvey Weinstein, Marco Polo, Vince Gilligan's new show, Battle Creek, and we'll talk about that later. And I cannot say it, I can't announce it, but you're looking at the first Middle Eastern that booked and already did an animated movie, and I did co-lead, villain, and I'm so happy about it. I want to tell you what
exciting.
it is.
You can't
Wallah,
tell
my
us.
falafels are flipping right now. That's what I'm proud of the most. But everything else is icing on the cake. Like I said, I grew up in not a great environment. I should be dead or in jail. You know, honestly, I'm being honest with you. My mother passed at 13. I stopped believing in God, and just things got out of hand. And it's all. Honestly, I got back to God this year, and yesterday was my father's birthday. I don't know what day this is airing. I'll let Hamo. He'd be flipping like crazy because my dad. I know I'm talking a lot, but this is a big moment for me. My father.
You were at Henry Ford yesterday museum.
Henry
Talk
Ford,
to us
because
about
my father was an auto worker, man. My dad was Ford. My Baba was Ford. I was supposed to be Ford. I was his Baba. You know, Arabs, they, Baba, what did you, I get your job at Ford, you get married, you get health insurance, and that's success. That's his American dream. Built Ford, he was proud of it. He took me on a tour of a plant where I met Diana Ross's father when I was 8. He worked with them. And then yesterday I couldn't, I was so busy doing shows here, promoting for Marco Polo. We'll talk about that later. My voice is gone, but I have to get this out. I was staying at the Comfort Inn. Thank you, Comfort Inn. You sponsored the festival, 1001 Last Festival we had here. AmrZahar.com. Every year, go to it. It's a great festival. I missed, I don't want to cry. I was so busy, I didn't forget.
You didn't forget his birthday. You told me you were going to
I
celebrate.
I think I got his birthday, but the thing is,
amazing.
instead of going to the cemetery, I didn't have a ride there. The shuttle took me to Henry Ford Museum, and I hadn't been there since I was like 9 or 10. And the guy recognized me from Breaking Bad. Thanks, Vince Gilligan. And I told him while I'm there, it's my father's birthday, and I want to be here. And I forgot how amazing this museum was. I'm a big history buff. I forgot, and I was like a little kid. But I put a video. If you go on my Facebook page, Mike Batayeh, there's different fan page ones that's not real. The real one, if you remember the Muppet Show, my profile, remember the Muppet that used to blow things up and then at the end of it, guys would come on, there was a Muppet that looked like a terrorist, and that's my profile.
Oh, Lord,
that's the real,
okay.
it's a great one. I finally go, somebody sent it to me, I use it as my profile pic now.
So
But if you go there, you'll see pictures of Breaking Bad, and I'm just really excited, man. I'm here in
So you
Detroit.
you went to the museum as a tribute to your
Yes,
dad.
and I was so happy. And I'm here in Detroit in a weird moment. I'm going to share with you guys. I just told you right before camera. Nazar Samian from Jordan, Amman, Jordan. I was told, we've been working, but it's his thing, of the first comedy club.
Really?
Opening next year, inaugural. Guess what it's called? Chaplin's Comedy Club. Chaplin's Comedy Club is the name of the very first time I stepped on stage in the comedy club. Where? In Detroit, Michigan. I don't think it exists anymore. Do you remember a comedy club called Chaplin?
I do.
Is it still open?
Many years ago.
It's done, right? It's closed.
So.
I'm telling you, man, because we talked. Me and
Detroit.
Aaron Cater actually talked to these guys. We went to the Amman Comedy Festival years ago. And I'm just so over the moon. And when I tell you I'm not a Jesus freak, I'm not a Bible thumper, I'm not a Muslim, I'm not anything. I, for one, was an atheist after my mother died. Up until this year, I'm 43. I'm not ashamed to say it. I got back. God, man, I'm not. So I'll tell everybody. I'm like, look, Can I say chara? They don't know. Americans don't know what it means. It's a saying.
Say it.
I won't say chara, okay? I'll say Carolina. North Carolina. That's how you get away with not.
Got it.
I was a piece of North Carolina when I was a kid. I still am. I still ain't a Carolina, but it's not me. I never brag. And people say, "Oh, you're cocky this year. You act like no, man. I'm not. It's not me. I know. I'm not anything. I know I should be dead or in jail. It's not lost on me. Trust me. But it's him. And all I am. I never took an acting class. I never had an agent. I have a great manager. But I'm from Detroit, Southwest Detroit, son. I'm a hustler. You have to manipulate, but I didn't manipulate for good. I've been doing charities a lot. I've turned on paid gigs as a comedian. And next year, I'm moving back to Michigan. And the thing I'm most proud of is that I'm not cash rich. I'm still paying off the white man's bank from the houses I lost years ago. People think, Mike, give me, no. But I got currency. I can get anybody on the phone to make a dream come true. But real currency, I think Jim Carrey said it in the speech. If you go to YouTube, the commencement speech, have you seen that? I tell everybody to watch it. It's probably, for me, it's the greatest speech ever written. He wrote it,
Jim Carrey.
26 minutes. People on Facebook have been putting little moments. If you listen to that speech, 26 minutes, that's not him either. That's God talking. I'm not being a preacher. I swear to you, it's not lost on me. She knows who I am in real life. I'm a heathen. She knows that's why she's laughing. So I just hope I get to inspire somebody because, like I said, the art saved my life. I wasn't a good kid, but I was in a bad environment. I had to do what I had to do, but I've always been a good heart. My family's good, my father, Batayeh. But art saved my life. Watching Bugs Bunny, I was like, man, I want to do that. Andy Kaufman, Richard Pryor, John Belushi. Oh, man.
Who was your major inspiration?
Everybody, man. It changed every year. But when I was a kid, Robin Williams and Rick Overton, Robin Williams' best friend, is my hero. He's one of my mentors now, Rick Nahara. It's so funny to me that my heroes I get to work with now. Henry Winkler, Fonzie. I don't get starstruck when I meet the big guys when I work with big. I don't. I just don't. It's just my colleagues. You're not supposed to act that way. They really respect me. They call me. I call. It's great. You know, Adam Sandler, great guy. You know, I'm not gonna drop names, but what cracks me up about me, you know, we're 80s, 90s. I didn't know Fonzie was in the room. I did MacGyver. Remember MacGyver?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, but they were doing a new MacGyver. He's a producer. He's in the room. I know I'm talking about, but this is a great Hollywood. I have a lot of Hollywood stories. This is a funny one. I just want to show you how much of a little geek I am. So I'm doing it. I do the audition. I get out the camera. I'm outside waiting. I had to go back in. It was like a network thing, right? So then I'm smoking a cigarette. Yes, I'm quitting smoking to my sisters and my aunts. They're gonna nag me if they see this. I'm done tomorrow. So anyway, I have to
you know how Arab.
No, it's because I've been yelling at Arabs. My family, like, would you leave me alone? And I'm doing 4 shows. Bah! It's because of you people. Anyway, so I gotta get this out because I know we don't have a lot of time and I'm talking a lot. I'm aware of it. So I'm doing an audition. I go outside and I hear, "Hey man, great job, great. You're just awesome." I turn, I go,
Henry Winkler?
Didn't know, because in my head it's Fonzie, and in real life he's such a meek, he writes children's books, he produces a lot of stuff, but he just didn't look like him, so he was right, I didn't notice, because you're in the room, there's a bunch of producers that you don't picture, you just do your work, and they laugh, and wait outside, we gotta talk to you, don't leave. I'm outside, and I'm smoking, but I'm done smoking now, so I'm smoking, he does a and I turn and I go, I cried like a little girl, because you know you're a kid.
Sure.
It's just, I remember, I was like,
It's
you don't know. Mind you, he has to make a decision who he's going to hire. It's like me, I got to meet another guy, and he goes, hey, I feel like an idiot. I never told the story in public. He's like hugging me, and I'm like, you don't know, man. You're like, hey, I had the shirt, but. And I go, he goes, I'll see you inside. So he goes back in, I go to the bathroom and wash, and they go, okay, you can go. And I was like, oh, I blew it. Like, they didn't even call me back in the room. It was down to me. I was like, I blew it, man. Damn it. And it was a pilot. I never got picked up, but I was like, actually, I think it was a clip on YouTube. The long story short is, I got the role.
You did get the role.
I was just crying because I was happy I met him, but I was crying because I was like, you're an idiot, because you're not supposed to do that. Even if you're a fan, when I'm on set, you don't think I'm like going crazy.
But they like that kind of
stuff.
No,
they don't. No, listen.
They don't?
No, because you're a worker. You're working with them, so you're ordered sometimes. Like, hey, don't take pictures. Some of my friends do it. If they like you, then I just wait for them. I want them to respect me. Mm-hmm. I want them to respect me. It's an Arab, or Dar Batayeh, oh boy, you know, it's an Arab thing. We want respect. We're not gonna make you think of like, oh, little, you know, it happens. They look at you different. So I just don't do it. But with him, I was like, I couldn't contain. I was like, so I was embarrassed. So I'm driving home, and my manager, I never had, mind you, my agents in Hollywood, I mean, North Carolina, they're not. My manager, Renee Pellicelli, Freeze Frame Entertainment, that's the girl. Never even have a contract with her to this day. I'm loyal, I'm from the streets, I'm loyal. So anyway, I gotta get this out. So I'm driving, and I'm like, I'm such an idiot, but I'm so happy I met him, but I wanted to work with him. I get a call, I was like, uh-oh, I'm not gonna answer this. And she goes, hey, they loved you. I was like, ah, and I almost wrecked, because I was just shocked and happy, but that was my geeky, so I'm still like that. I still work with the biggest people. It's not lost on me, don't get me wrong. It's inside, but as a professional, you have to shut that down, sure, compartmentalize, and then you go to your trailer and just start jumping around like a little girl. But honestly, I tell my young actor friends, I'm like, listen, I don't go on set because I have acting classes for free, from the real people. Why would I go in a trailer? I sit on set, I talk to them. That's why I have relationships. That's why these people call me to come back. It's not about how talented you are, it's about currency, going back to currency. I tell my friends that, why are you speaking in codes to me? Because you're coming to this town. I'm trying to help you, but I can't tell you flat out. There's things you don't, you just see this, the fame chasing aspect. You don't know what 18 years I've been eating. I've been eating in Arab, North Carolina. I've been, for you, to help you. Because I'm not cash broke, I got currency. Everything I do, is like my father before me. He died with $8,000 in his pockets, yo, from insurance, but the man helped people. He had a lot of currency. It's not about the money. I've been rich and poor, legally and illegally, but you have to just give. You tell me that. You told me that too. We talked about that. I tell you I do a lot of charity before. You said, yeah. And look how rich she is. She scams all her charity events and buys these earrings, ladies and gentlemen. She uses my name to raise money. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm sorry I talked a lot, but I had to,
It is about giving back.
You know me behind the camera. I've never
doors.
talked like this to you before.
No, absolutely.
I'm giving my heart right now because it has to be. You have to, hopefully we help somebody out there. Like I said, my Facebook page, I do things on there and people are watching it, but I help people. Instant message, hey, your videos help me. I'm in cancer. One kid wrote that, you know, I had to talk to him about depression, anxiety, because I actually went through it myself when I lost all my houses. And I put a video out talking about it, like, yo, Robin Williams, it happened with a lot of friends, Jamie Masada, owner of the Laugh Factory. I'm tired of it. I told Jamie, I said, why don't you just, it says, rest in peace, such and such, make God laugh now. He puts that every time a comedian dies. I'm a regular there. I said, Jamie, and there's a few famous ones, but a lot of times you people don't know these people. We know our comics. He puts comics that never, let's just quote unquote, listen, we all made it. Mm-hmm. I'm famous, I jokingly say that, but people don't recognize me. I look different than everywhere else, so thank you. Keep that aspect of it. I don't want the paparazzi. I don't need it. I want to be able to just make money, to just eat, live. I don't have the flash anymore. I don't want that anymore. I want to give. I don't tell people what I do for charity. Are you stupid? Why would you toot your own horn? Don't. It's not about that. You're doing it because you want to do it. There's people on TV that I've helped, that's what we do. That's what you're supposed to do, give. But especially lately in society, you know how it is. I'm just talking society, but especially in my business, people think the pie's not big enough. And on top of that, some of the Arab entertainers, sometimes we unknowingly do it. We were happy for each other, but they got us thinking there's not, when I say Arab-wise, the pie's big enough, I say this to the Arab performers, comic-wise, especially, the kanafa's big enough for everybody to get a slice, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I always hold my hand on my chest, but I'm helping. I want to. We should help each other.
Do you work
brothers.
with like Dean Abdallah and Aaron Cater?
Dean, I'll tell you what, Dean Abdallah. Listen, Aaron Cater, the chain of offense for comic-wise, I started making money overseas in the Middle East because Aaron Cater spotted me. It's all about the
relationship.
Aaron Cater spotted me at a club. This is right. I started doing comedy again 12 years ago. I've been doing acting 18. I did it, you know, there's a chain of events. At this point, this is right pre-9/11. And 9/11 had happened. I was at a club. I don't look Latino. I look more everything. That's why I play everything. You know what I mean? As a comic, I'm a regular at all the comedy clubs except for the Comedy Store. It's very hard to get into. But I do black rooms. I do Latin rooms. I know. I came up with Cat Williams, Latinos. I came up with Gabriel Iglesias, Felipe Esparza. I do different rooms. However, this one room, I forgot the name of it, Tia J, if you're listening, Facebook, you used to run a room. Aaron Cater spots me. I said one thing about 9/11. I said, that joke you said on YouTube, it was just starting, about, hey, I don't look the part, but when 9/11, oh, me llamo Hector. I talk about, ever since 9/11, I'm Latino until it blows over. That's the moment I said that joke. Aaron Cater is on there. He goes, hey, man, come here. You know Aaron Cater. Sure. That's George Bush. Funniest dude for me personally.
He's a very good.
Actually, I know all those guys. To me, he's the funniest to me, but I love all those guys. Maz is unbelievable. We're still friends. Ahmed's. Yeah. We were performing together. We're brothers, man. We don't talk a lot, but we watch each other. We know we're good. Maz, we just United Nations of Comedy. He just emailed me. We still talk. We're good. So don't believe the rumors. People think, oh, you don't like. No, man. We love each other. We let you think that. We'll think what you want. You know. But anyway, long story short, Aaron sees me. We talk. Hey, you know, at the Comedy Store, we have, I think it's called 1001 Nights or something like that. I just never go because I'm just starting comedy again. So I'm doing different rooms. Never happens. That's where Axis of Evil was formed. Mitzi Shore from the Comedy Store. Boom. That happens. Now I'm spinning this around. I know I'm talking a lot, but you need to know the history of this. People don't know this. Aaron Cater hooks me up. Dean Obadella, you should go to New York for the Arab Comedy Festival. Really? You have a festival? Hence, I meet Amr Zahar. It is on YouTube. The night me and Amr Zahar met, the night that I bring Juan home, remember that clip in New York where the Asian guys speak? I go, you speak Arabic? And I brought him on. That's Juan Ho Chun. You know who he is? He is an Asian, Jordanian. Yeah. Speaks, okay, he's in Dubai, Showtime Arabia, Friday Night Live, Aaron Cater. He sees me, you have to come to Dubai, we're shooting a comedy special. Aaron Cater's in it, you're in it, I want you in it. Nemr Abu Nasser, very famous Lebanese. I meet Nemr Abu Nasser. We shoot that special. There's a clip on YouTube. That's where we all know each other. That's why, from there, Nemr says, bro, you're great. I'm gonna bring you and Godfrey. Shout out to Godfrey, black comedian, very famous, very funny. Aldo Sherm P. Corley from New York. He says, I'm flying these 3 New Yorkers. We're gonna take you to Lebanon to do the first comedy show, big, 2,500 seat theater, BL Center. 2 nights sold out. They love comedy in the Middle East. Axis of Evil introduced it. They thought comedy was just sketch. They didn't know what is stand-up, what you do comedy? I go, what's your comedy? I go, you know, I get on the microphone with, yeah, I don't get it. But now, everybody goes there. Gabriel Iglesias, then everything leads to, that's why I started making money as a comic. And it was documented on YouTube. Somebody put that night. That's the chain of events. Then I meet Amr. Amr starts doing 1001 Laughs. We start touring. That's how you met me. You came to one of our shows. And then you said, Mike, can you do you see how we can help each other, Arabs? It's Arab unity, not
right.
Don't bring it together again.
Absolutely.
It's a chain of events. I know I'm talking a lot, but a lot of information needs to be, I wish we had an hour.
Absolutely. But you know what? I really want to talk about your movie coming up, too.
Which movie? I have so many projects.
I know.
Oh, yeah, it's not actually a movie. There's
Dirty?
3 projects.
Isn't it called Dirty?
Yes.
With who's starring in that?
Paul Elia.
Okay.
He is a Dearborn native, Chaldean.
Is he actually producing and directing this? And he was here earlier, but...
No, he didn't produce it. You got it wrong. He produced it. He's acting in it. Co-lead, Chaz Bono.
Okay.
You know who that is?
Sure,
that shares
absolutely. Cher and Sonny Bono's
daughter, who became a son, they're great. I'm telling you, it's his debut. And when I tell you, I saw, he's remarkable. Remarkable. He plays a great character. I can't say what it is, Roger. Very, very well-known people, but now let me tell you the chain of events with Paul Elia. I'm in Los Angeles, North Hollywood, a place called Ha Ha Comedy Club. That's the place I started doing comedy again in LA. It's my home club. They asked me one night, hey, can you host a comedy competition we do? I said, yeah, I'm free Monday, I'm in town, I'll do it. I host. Guess who's first time on stage doing comedy is on that show? Mr. Paul Elia.
Really?
I meet him after he's getting all crazy. I said, I'm joking with him, like, because he did a bit. I tease him to this day. This is like 4 years ago, mind you. Only 4 years ago. I want to show you how remarkable this young man is. So I said, I have to do bits while they're doing the judging. And Paul, for some reason, he's Chaldean from Dearborn. So you know how Dearborn, Wallah, bro, they have that Dearborn attitude, right? Very cocky. I love Dearborn Arabs. So he takes his shirt off. He's in pretty good shape. He has his tight jeans. I always call him, to this day, I call him Paul Tight Jeans Elia. So if you go on YouTube, Laugh Factory, he has a clip from Laugh Factory. 40,000 views in 2 days is very, very rare. So I joke around with him every time I see him on Facebook. I tease him a lot because I have a Facebook character named Facebook Jesus. And I said, hey, tight jeans, or hey, Paul Tight Jeans LA. Hey, start wearing loose jeans, you'll be funnier. Yeah. So anyway, he's on the first show. I talked to him. He doesn't win the competition. He asked me for advice. He goes, hey, man, I know you, and blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, man, how do you feel you did? I said, by the way, don't ham it up, because he came up on stage when we were doing, he was trying to get extra love, and that was a rookie mistake. It was his first time. We talked. I said, how do you feel? Matter of fact, we talked about this today. He remembers this moment. So I'm saying it's a very full circle moment this time. So he says to me, I go, do you remember what I said to you? He goes, yeah. I asked you how I did, and you said, how do you feel you did? And he said, I need work, but it's my first time. I'm good. I'm an actor, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, that's all that matters. How did you connect with your audience? It's not about you. It's never about you. Habibi, I did an Arabic thing. It's a Habibi. It's never about us. It's about the connection with the audience. So I don't care who I'm performing with. If I have a feud with somebody, this person, hey, I'll perform with the damn devil. It's not about who's on stage or how much I'm getting. It's never about the money. It's about, connecting. It's connecting with people. Somebody in that audience needs to hear something that night. Trust me, I've been talked to. In my mind, I would see people like this. Everybody's dying, and I would ego. A lot of times, I'm like, that asshole. Because it does, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say butthole, but I did. I don't care. This has to be heard. So, I'm hijacking your show. I know I'm doing this, but someone needs to hear a message today.
It's making my job very
I know,
easy.
you told me to keep, hey, she's the one that wanted this guy. She said, just talk. I said, you sure you want that? My voice is gone, but if you tell me to talk,
literally.
I'm going to talk. So, here's a little tip. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Things have got to change. Everybody's been so, I say technology should bring us together. It's making us more unempathetic. I'm getting people texting me instead of calling me. We're not connecting anymore. It's easy to bully when you don't get the reaction. So, that's what I'm saying.
And I agree with that.
Right, you did this too. She once did to me, ladies and gentlemen. I called her. She couldn't answer the phone. She goes, can't talk now, driving. Blah, blah. She texted me a paragraph. I'm like, wait a minute. You can't talk. Remind me to tell you. I go, oh my God. This woman. I'm done.
I did call you back.
That's the tip. So anyway, long story short is, open your hearts, have fun. I don't care about plugging anything, but I'm going to plug real quick because we have to wrap it up, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I know we talk long. I did this on purpose.
Go for it.
I told me to do this. So, December 12th, Marco Polo series, Netflix, Harvey Weinstein, Game of Thrones. It's a big thing. I'm on the first 10 episodes, released December 12th. Watch it. I look different.
It's exciting.
I look again I was 30 pounds heavier. I look like the Eminem. Remember the Eminem commercial?
Yep.
I was round and brown.
Also, Detroit Unleaded is on Hulu.
Hulu, yes, Detroit Unleaded. Hulu, Detroit Unleaded is going to be released. Rolla Nasser told me to plug it or she's going to kill me. With her Debbie Gibson, did you see her hair? She dyed her hair. Rolla, take the streak out or change the colors. Like Debbie, she's like Cyndi Lauper. She came to the comedy show. I go, Rolla, turn. I go, what?
Now, Rolla Nasser
she's going
is the producer of
she's rebellious.
Detroit Unleaded. Yep.
She's trying to piss her pants off. That, Detroit Unleaded. Oh, Vince Gilligan, creator of Breaking Bad, offered me a part. It's not series regular. It's an episode. It's called Battle Creek on CBS. Coming soon. It's based in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Wow.
He used to vacation here as a kid, apparently. Yes, it's going to be coming soon. Go to Mike Batayeh, Facebook. I don't mess with my website anymore. Don't. My Twitter's connected to my Facebook. I just mess with Facebook. Do not ever, I'm telling you now, ever post anything directly on my wall. You're going to be done. I will come and hound you and I will get this woman to shut your life down. Your social network life will be over. Fake book Jesus is in the house. So be nice. It's fake. It's not real. Look for the character from the Muppets, the one that blows things up. That's the real me. That's the profile pic. Other two are fake. She created a fake one to get fame. She's a fame chaser. Don't listen to her, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, this has been Off the Cuff.
I love you.
With Mike Batayeh, comedian, actor.
And I haven't had coffee yet either, right?
Oh, no coffee. No,
oh, wait a minute.
Coffee
Detroit,
away.
Southwest Detroit in the house. I love you guys. Dearborn, Walla bro, cuz bro, Dearborn, Walla bro.
Off the Cuff.
I'm moving back here next year. I have a charity event, big time. We'll talk about that later. So plug for me.
Bye, everyone.